What secrets lie behind the walls of the Pentagon, the nerve center of the United States Department of Defense? This colossal structure isn't merely an office. It stands as a fortress, a symbol of power, and a hub of military strategy. What secrets lie behind the walls of the Pentagon, one of the most iconic military buildings in the world? Join us as we unveil the mysteries of this fortress and discover what's really going on inside. Did you know that the Pentagon was constructed in just 16 months during World War II? Or that it boasts over 17 miles of corridors? Yet, you can walk between any 2 points in under 7 minutes? With hidden tunnels, a classified command center, and its own subway system, the Pentagon is filled with mysteries. What truly occurs behind its walls? Who gets access to its top secret rooms? And what makes it one of the most impenetrable buildings on Earth? Let's step inside and uncover the hidden world of the Pentagon. As the world's largest office building, the Pentagon is one of the most iconic military structures in the United States, and for good reason. In fact, it is so massive that it has its own zip code, 20301. The Pentagon's conception dates back to the 1930s, when the United States Department of War was rapidly outgrowing its headquarters in Washington, D.C. In 1941, Congress approved the construction of a new building to house the War Department and its various branches. The site selected for this monumental project was a plot of land in Arlington, Virginia, just across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. Construction commenced on September 11, 1941, mere months before the United States entered World War II. Astonishingly, the building was completed in just 16 months, showcasing an impressive feat of engineering considering its size and complexity. But why is it called the Pentagon? Under pressure from Congress to find more permanent office space for the growing department, the military directed the head of the Army's construction division to design a building that would accommodate a 5-sided parcel of land, hastily purchased just below Arlington National Cemetery. To adapt to the unusual dimensions of the site, architects and designers developed a distinctive pentagonal concept for the structure. This design featured multiple concentric rings of office space within each of the 5 wedges, interconnected by corridors. At the heart of the complex lies a central courtyard. President Franklin D. Roosevelt insisted that the new headquarters be built at the existing location at the base of the Virginia side of the 14th Street Bridge over the Potomac. Following intense discussions with conservationists worried about obstructing the cemetery's expansive views of Washington, the design concept and thus the name Pentagon were preserved. The new site was selected partly because the neglected area known as Hell's Bottom could be rapidly cleared. The Pentagon encompasses 80 acres taken from Fort Mayer and an additional 147 acres from the former Washington Hoover Airport. Completed in January 1943, the Pentagon spans over 6.4 million square feet, making it the largest low-rise building in the world. During its construction, builders conserved enough steel to erect a battleship, and the 6,189,000 tons of sand and gravel used for the structure's reinforced concrete were sourced from the nearby Potomac River. However, this rapid construction came at a significant cost. Initially budgeted at $35 million, the final expenditure surged at $63 million, equivalent to more than $900 million today. With all the extensive construction undertaken throughout its existence, the building features 7,753 windows and 17 miles of corridors, The well-known structure consists of 5 rings, 5 stories above ground and 2 stories below ground. From the inner courtyard to the outer edges, the rings are designated A through E, with the highest-ranking officials' offices located in the E ring, as it is the only section with views of the outside. This unique design allows individuals to walk between the farthest points in the building in about 7 minutes. However, unlike conventional buildings with clear entry and exit points, the Pentagon's layout is so intricate that even employees often take weeks to learn how to navigate it effectively. Did you know that the Pentagon has its own zip code and features a shopping mall, medical facilities, and dining options? But what about the whispers of hidden tunnels and ghostly encounters? Let's dive deeper. The construction of such a critical facility required an engineer to oversee every detail. In August 1941, Army Corps of Engineers Colonel Leslie Groves took charge of the Pentagon's construction. He was in his Washington office 6 days a week and spent Sundays at the project site that required his personal oversight. Groves was known for being a strict supervisor, and one of his deputies, Robert Furman, was obliged to be at the Pentagon day and night. Furman even arranged to have a secret apartment built between the walls so he could sleep there. He continued to use this apartment during official trips back, but was forced to relinquish the keys in 1943, when he was caught by ordnance officials while leaving the apartment. During World War II, messengers traversed the hallways on bicycles or roller skates. Over time, electric vehicles were introduced, which quickly became problematic, causing damage to the building's interior and chaos for pedestrians. In the 1960s, Secretary of the Air Force Eugene Zucker was struck by a vehicle at a hallway intersection near his office, prompting discussions about a new reconstruction. Today, electric scooters are available, but only for those who have difficulty getting around. The Pentagon's planners had to build separate facilities for black and white employees in a highly segregated America. These facilities included 248 bathrooms, twice as many as were necessary for the expected staffing levels, and segregated cafeterias for construction crews. However, Executive Order 8802, issued by President Roosevelt in June of 1941, prohibited segregation among federal employees. Beyond its offices, the Pentagon featured a shopping mall, a post office, medical facilities, dry cleaners, barber shops, and a variety of dining options. Functionally, almost like a self-contained city. You might be astonished to learn that until 2011, there was only one passenger elevator in the entire building, exclusively reserved for the Secretary of Defense. Until that time, individuals unable to use stairs relied on long ramps to navigate between floors. The Pentagon was constructed with freight elevators that were utilized by other personnel as needed. As the headquarters of the Department of Defense, the Pentagon's unique design includes layers of shielding that block radio waves, making it nearly impossible for foreign satellites to intercept classified conversations. While not officially confirmed, the building was designed to withstand substantial attacks, including potential nuclear threats, utilizing reinforced steel and blast-resistant materials. But what if a doomsday scenario were to unfold? As we explore the Pentagon's history, we can't ignore the tragic events of September 11th. How did the building emerge stronger from the chaos, and what protocols are in place for extreme crises? Stay tuned to find out. While the extensive secret plans of the building remain undisclosed, rumors persist about a hidden underground bunker or command center lurking beneath the Pentagon. Though the Pentagon officially denies the existence of a massive underground complex, some experts speculate that connected tunnels connect to Washington, D.C.'s secret underground bunkers, allowing high-ranking officials to escape in the event of an assault. What is known for certain is that the Pentagon features a special entrance for the president. While regular officials enter through standard security gates, the President of the United States has a private, undisclosed entrance leading to a hidden elevator. Without such perks, would it even be called the Pentagon? One myth can certainly be dispelled. Contrary to popular belief, the Pentagon does not have a single war room, but rather multiple command centers serving different military branches. One undeniable fact is that a top-secret doomsday protocol exists. In times of extreme crisis, high-ranking officials within the Pentagon can activate secret emergency operations, the details of which remain classified. While the end of the world was not imminent, one tragic event shook the nation, placing the Pentagon at the center of it all. On September 11, 2001, the Pentagon was nearing the completion of its first full-scale renovations when American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the building's east side, which was unoccupied due to ongoing construction. The Boeing 757-200 aircraft was hijacked by terrorists as part of the September 11th attacks, deliberately targeting the Pentagon. Tragically, 184 individuals lost their lives in the attack, though the recently installed security enhancements as part of the renovation, including reinforced concrete and blast-proof windows, undoubtedly saved hundreds of lives. In the immediate aftermath, plans for a comprehensive rehabilitation program known as Phoenix Project were established. The initiative cost of $5 billion, 5 times the original building's cost, and it was completed in February 2003. As part of the rebuilding efforts following the 9/11 attacks, a groundbreaking ceremony for a memorial honoring the 184 victims was initiated in 2006. A time capsule was placed inside the newly reconstructed section, commemorating the attacks and recovery efforts. This dedication capsule is akin to a time capsule, but is not intended to be open. It contains a plaque with the names of the 184 victims, and it is sealed with special items, including handmade cards from students representing the thousands of messages sent to the Pentagon after the attacks, a book of names from the people nationwide thanking members of the military, patches from the Arlington County Fire and Police Departments, and a photo signed by the President depicting Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld and President Bush at the Pentagon shortly after the attack. Amid multiple reconstructions, one more area remains entwined with secret rumors. In the center of the Pentagon's expansive courtyard sits a small hot dog stand. During the Cold War, Soviet intelligence mistakenly believed it was an entrance to a secret nuclear command bunker, dubbing it Ground Zero, because they thought it was a prime target for a missile strike. The Pentagon is also home to one of the largest food service operations in the world, with over 30 dining facilities serving an estimated 25,000 meals each day. The culinary scene within the Pentagon caters to the vast workforce, offering a wide range of options, including fast food chains like KFC, Subway, and Pizza Hut. Additionally, the Pentagon is connected to the Washington Metro system, with the Pentagon Metro Station serving the building since 1977. The Pentagon also features an extensive network of tunnels for logistics and maintenance, though these are not part of a classified transportation system. Today, the Pentagon continues to house the offices of top military leaders and serves as the nerve center for the Department of Defense. If you were working in one of the largest office buildings consisting of 5 concentric rings with increasing security levels as you moved inward, would you be afraid to stay there overnight? Some former Pentagon employees claim that strange shadows, unexplained noises, and even ghostly sightings have been reported in the building's oldest sections, especially at night. Whether it's just the spirits of wary soldiers or something more, the mystery remains. It's challenging to truly comprehend the sheer size of the Pentagon. Approximately 23,000 military and civilian employees work within its walls. In fact, the U.S. Capitol could fit into just one of the building's 5 sides. Following World War II, Dwight Eisenhower, then appointed Army Chief of Staff, famously became disoriented while taking a walk and had to ask a group of stenographers for directions back to his own office. If you're curious about visiting the Pentagon, you can give it a try. More than 100,000 people tour the Pentagon each year. A 60-minute guided tour highlights the history of the building and the Department of Defense, covering around 1.5 miles. The tour includes the Hall of Heroes, which honors America's Medal of Honor recipients, as well as an exhibit dedicated to prisoners of war and those missing in action. Situated on the west side of the building, the memorial is dedicated to those who lost their lives on that fateful day and is the only location on the Pentagon's grounds where photography is permitted. The Pentagon symbolizes American values and ideals, representing strength, resilience, and determination in the face of adversity. If you ever get the chance, would you dare to explore its hidden depths?